Hello, welcome back to Blender Sushi Live Noding. Today I'm going to explore the area that's probably not. I don't know if anyone actually have done this before. Probably the people did this in the past, like for animators, to animate just by using visibility. There are many ways to animate in Blender. I believe armature and shape keys are usually the what people use just to morph like a or deform objects into certain shapes. And then yeah, armature is really powerful. I like it. There is one area that I was wondering, like like for example with a grease pencil, we we have now a better, like a more enhanced version of grease pencil, and you can like draw something and then you go to the next frame. Oops, sorry. Go to the next frame and then you draw another, and then go to the next frame and you draw another. That's actually very freeing for animators with a traditional kind of background. I was investigating grease pencil, and then I was wondering if we could animate things like that in 3D, just like grease pencil, where you have like a total freedom. Really, you can draw anything, and you can grow like an antenna, and then you can go to the next one, and then draw an eyes, and then draw the body. It's kind of that's really cool. Every frame you can change anything. That's although it's like yeah, of course it's really obvious, right? But to think about it, if you're animating in 3D and you want to say you want to grow something, or you want to extrude the objects and changing the points at each frame, how would anyone um, do that? And then I realized, okay, the answer is simply just by using visibility. This is kind of like a slap on my head, because hey, of course it's that obvious, man. You can just have multiple objects and then you grow the object like let's say for frame number 2 I want to grow, just extrude this guy and then make like a tentacle kind of thing. Okay, I need another frame for another object, and then just extrude it again, and then go to another one and extrude it again. Okay, that's that can be an animation, only if we can easily animate the visibility. And of course this is a live noding, and I really like to use animation nodes for this case. It's a matter of switching on and off the visibility, right, and the render. And then let me just put this back into the center. So let's try doing that. Okay, with my tentacle animations, I think it's a bit crappy at this moment, but anyway, we can keep going. So it's a growing grass or tentacle, whatever you like to play with. So yeah, something like that. It's growing in it's a little bit kind of 2D is, but this is gonna be fun. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, only 6 frames, but let's see. Go to compositing. Let's go to switch to animation nodes. Yeah, this is like probably a wrong way to animate in 3D, but I can see this have like a huge potential. Because I've seen like some stop motion animation, and then hey, I was thinking, why don't we animate this way? It's simpler. You don't need to worry about keyframing and stuff. We'll see. Maybe if you like this method of animating, and then you find this technique useful, and then you tried it on your own projects, and then let me know. Okay. Okay. So we want to be selecting all these guys. So I'll switch on the outliner. Yeah. So our objects is called cube cube 1 2 3 4. This is very convenient. Okay, so every time you make the duplicates for new frame, you can simply select all the objects with the same name. So select pattern, and then you can just type in cube with star asterisk behind it, and then press enter. And now those objects are selected. We just Control G, we group it. Okay, that's called, by default it's going to be called group. We call this cube anim. Okay, so okay, this guy now, let's bring those stuff, bring those objects into animation nodes. This part might be the tricky bit, but once this set up, you can animate, ready to animate right away. So bunch of objects, and then of course we're gonna tap W and then look through each object. This is the interesting part. Okay, so we're gonna animate the visibility, object visibility output. Okay, by convenience, by coincidence, we have height and height render here. We can turn on, and then we just pipe in the objects, and then turn. Let's see what happened. Okay, this is doing it for every object. Okay, but that's good, but it's not what we want. We want it to be visible on certain conditions. So I'm trying it earlier, and then expression is a good way to go. We can let's see, turn on frame number, see, and we could pipe in the frame as the new input and then just call it a frame. I just want to say, like, if the frame is matching the index, and the index, okay, this guy is going to be evaluating. If the frame matching the index, just give output. The output, let me have a look. I think in order for this to work really like proper, we need to turn off always, and then only on frame change. So let's have a look. Let's plug this in. On frame matching the index, let's see. Okay, through, we got through there. But anyhow, I think this will just work if I just plug that in to that guy. And check it out. You see how our object is switching on and off? That's good for us. Okay, we just need to probably but at the moment it's switching on and off the wrong way. It's actually switching off the objects when we actually want the opposite. So let's if we use like I wonder if the expression works this way, not frame equal index. No, it doesn't work like that. We just need just reverse the output. Is the frame equal index? Okay, somewhat this gonna work. Boolean, invert booleans, that's what we want. I'm gonna invert it, and it's for both. And just plug that in and plug that in. Delete. Now what do we have? So we have the visibility on and off already working. So this is something that I'm glad I can do inside animation nodes quite easily. At this moment, the animation is going like backward, so we probably need one more thing, so like sorting. We need to sort the list by the name, okay, and then perhaps just reverse it. So now Actually, we don't need to reverse it, so it's convenient once again. So we have our animation. So it's only 6 frames, and it's like a growing tentacle kind of like. And for this guy, really can do anything. Like let's say we want to just loop it. Looping is good, you know. Looping or repeat. I need a repeat time. That's convenient also. Repeat it 6 frames. So there you go. We have looping animations. And just be careful with this, because if we move one object, you are not moving the rest of the objects. But if you use like a object transform output here, you can move every single of the object frame like wherever you want it to be. Oh, locations, did I? Oh, I didn't have this always on. So you see, animating still going on. I can just place the animation somewhere else. Okay, so that's really the basic. Maybe the next thing I will do is just show another demonstration. So we have our setup ready. It's kind of the visibility anim setup, and we don't need to activate it each time. So let's start again and let's make something else. And then this time we're gonna take advantage of Blender skin modifier. I love skin modifier. It's just really awesome. I wish I have that 10-15 years ago when I started animating. So we start with a cube map. Wait, let's just center this guy. Anyway, skin modifier is, if we have like if you never heard skin modifier, today you will see something really awesome. So let's start by, okay, let's do it again. I have like a cube, and then I'll center the cube, and then I hit tab and then spacebar and then merge it to the center. That's usually what I did. It's merging everything into just a single vertices, and then I can now just grow it. I select the vertices, Control E, wait, is it F? Control click, actually supposed to be drawing vertices, and it does. Wonder why I can't see it. Okay, I have to turn that on. Silly me. Okay, I'll try again. Cube, and then center it, merge it together at the center, and then Control click. So we have 2 points and a single edge. Okay, 2 point and single edge. That's a good start for your skin modifier. So by using applying a skin modifier, we have this kind of pipe, and then of course you can grow things. You can grow and branch things, and you can scale it. I just hit Control A, make like a branching. Whatever you do, keep, you know, you can animate this, you know, with this method. You can make like interesting growing animations. Okay. Yeah, there could be a more clever way to do this, like masking the vertices and then make it flowing better. But for today, we're just gonna animate using visibility. Okay. And I will attempt to create Groot. So this guy right here is very cool. He grows from nothing into this guy, and then he grows like pair of legs, and then he becomes a character that's known as Groot. So I'll just make something like this. Okay, I don't know how many fingers he has, but he has like beautiful like head and then this hair. It's a you can do all this using just skin modifier, I believe. I'll make a simpler version. You probably gonna uh, you you might go fall asleep while watching me doing this, but I'll try and just make a simple Groot, and let's call this guy Groot. Very simple Groot. Merge it to the center. So let's start. Let's center this guy. Go to edit mode. Go to front. See, when drawing in a 3D, just be careful. I see you're kind of drawing it in 3D, but in a 2D environment. Kind of like when you're using grease pencil. It's actually 3D. Later on, you can of course adjust it, but let's start anyway. That's the beginning of Groot. Okay, it's gonna be. Let's apply skin modifier. That's Groot. Frame 1 is just Groot, just the seed. I'll duplicate Groot. This is gonna be second frame. I can actually have like a hold animations. Groot and Groot 001 is the same. And then I'll make another one. And then I hit edit. Conveniently, the last point selected still gets selected. So I can start growing Groot. And then another frame. Edit, grow it. Duplicate, edit, grow, duplicate, edit, grow. Okay, I'll start to grow his pair of arm while also scaling this part for his body. And duplicate again. And then let's grow pair of arm in both sides. Duplicate it again. Let's grow it further. The arm is probably too thick, so I'll make it smaller. As it's growing, it's small. It's become smaller. Here, yeah, because we can see the previous frame, so don't worry about that. Then just keep going. Start growing the head. E for extrude. Again, duplicate, extrude the head, extrude the arm, extrude, extrude, duplicate it again. Now with the head, just let's grow it slightly. And then duplicate it again and grow it further. Duplicate and then further grow this part. Save. Animator should save a lot. And then let's try growing up his arm, maybe just 3 fingers. Yeah, let's just branch it like that. Just grow it. And then duplicate it. That's gonna be his finger. Maybe branch it further. Duplicate, back to edit, and grow this and grow that. So animating this way is not. This is not the common way you animate, but I still found this has potential, you know. Well, I probably only grow like his 2 finger. Did I select the last one? Nope. So I have to be careful with that as well. Of course, if you want to see your animations time to time, we can start doing that. Just select pattern and type in Groot and group it, Control G, and name it Groot anim. That's our group name. Then we just select Groot here and see if we have the animation happening. Where is our Groot? Groot animation reverse. Did I move Groot? Oh, I need to calculate always. Okay. Turn off always now. There you go. You probably, let's sort it by name. Turn on reverse. I might have accidentally made a mistake like with the naming. Let's see. Let's start again. Oh, wait a minute. This repeat time. Okay. Let's turn off repeat time for now. So start from 0. This reverse should be off. Start from 0 Groot, growing, pair of fingers. And we are up to frame 14. Let's go back and adjust this slightly. It's too big finger. Maybe his head is moving. See, I'm animating a little bit by little bit. See, this guy can be just make a slight movement with the head, I guess. And there's this convenient thing, you know, this target thing. You can conveniently use that for your orientations of rotations. So instead of global, just use not this one, this one, 3D cursor. Instead of active elements or whatever individual origins, the default is median point, I guess. Switch to 3D cursor. So now if I have like a 1, 2, 3 selected with 3D cursor set like conveniently there, I can rotate it just like a normal head. That's a Groot. That's a Groot number 14. Maybe I made a big jump there. That's okay. Continue on. Groot number 15. Groot number 15 is this now. Oh, with this guy set, the whole thing is actually working. So you can switch back and forth in the frame using arrow left and right. Now I'm up to frame 15. Now say I wanna select this arm and then start kind of animating the arm like that, doing the same thing with this, and then animating him, rotate it slightly, yeah, animation, that's okay. And then the head also start moving. I'm not gonna make the hair, but I can do it later. Continue on, make another duplicate, and then go to the next frame. And maybe this is his elbow. I'm gonna rotate it like so, like that, and then rotate it. So it's good, starting to move and then starting to dance. Yeah, maybe rotate the head. You could actually sculpt this guy, you know. You can apply like a subdiff modifier, and then it's a more smooth version, and then you can have a further sculpt it. Just add eyes and everything, and start to come. Um, of course, by the time it's become like a more proper looking form, you can then start animating using armature. Okay, so you don't animate this way. Okay, this is a weird way to animate. But if you want to just make growing animations, I think this is a good way to do it. With animation nodes, I believe we can. Let's see. Okay, just maybe I'll move the arm slightly just for the sake of animations. Animation is tedious, but animation is fun. It's almost like meditative sometimes. You have a lot of freedom, unless you're have to really hit the deadline and you gotta work like crazy. So make another keyframe, go to the next one, make a slight movement, whole body. So I want to draw a pair of eyes for this guy. So go to the next one. I'll draw it like that. It's gonna be weird. So I'll delete the edge. Delete edges. Oops. X, delete only edge and faces. So that's a pair of big eyes. I'm kind of pushing the skin modifier here. You don't usually animate this way, but you can. Why not? Animators like a freedom, you know. And see, so just pair of eyes just pop, and then continue on. Let's see if I smooth this guy. Control 2 and smooth it. Okay, it's very ugly Groot, but you get a point. And by this time you can just animate him like dancing maybe. Duplicate it. I'm also duplicating that guy, don't worry. Have a hold. The next one, frame 20. Frame 20. There's also this proportional thing, like a proportional. I haven't used it for a while. You can proportionally just rotate or proportional editing connected, enable, disable. So that's enable. So just kind of proportionally. You see, it has some kind of fall off. That's also can be useful. Duplicate it. Still selecting. Okay, that's actually useful. So I can animate him doing that. He suddenly make a big jump there, and the eyes. It's weird. Yeah, that's okay. Keep going. It's an experiment anyway. So duplicate it. Hit tab. Rotate it. Duplicate it. edit, have him hold that positions. But by this time you can probably loop this. So let's say you want to loop this part. Okay, frame. So he started. Okay, she started dancing on frame 22, 22, 22, 25. Let's see if I can just duplicate it. 25, 26. Maybe I could just duplicate it one by one. So frame 26, he's doing that. Same like 22. So duplicate 23, 24, 25, 26. So it's a bit of looping, like a quick looping. The eyes is really dodgy. Anyhow, we are up. We almost have like a let's see, 25. This is 25, 20, 28, 29, 25. 29 looks like this, like just like 28. I'm just gonna move it slightly, and then one more, and this. That's. He just stopped, and he can hold that pose. "33 frames, and I can specify like a looping or a ping pong. Ping pong is gonna be funny. Ping pong effects. All. So this is kind of like a it's a quick animations, 30 frames animations of a very basic Groot. You just use your imaginations, okay? That's what you see. And so the guy is moving and dancing. I don't have the hair, but this could be just working, you know. Maybe just add smooth and sculpt it into proper Groot. But this kind of method I really like because it gives animators lots of freedom. Like I said, if you're drawing using grease pencil, it's also like a 2D, but you're with a skin modifier, and then this method, it's kind of like a hybrid of stop motions, and also you can sculpt it back into frame, and then just I don't know, for these animation nodes, for this live noding, I really just want to propose one way, new, not a new way of animating, but just like if you want to animate this way, you can. And of course, there's a logic behind it. This system we created, just a simple on and off. Really, on and off. You can do it manually or just like this. I don't know. There must be a better way to do this, or even a more like a better system. Maybe Jack's look can have a look, or others animation nodes developer can take a look at this, and then he say, hey, maybe we can have one node that simply does this on and off more proper, and we can have like a slower animations on. Because I tried with multiplying the time, it doesn't quite work as I wanted. Maybe you can have like a frame that goes like 1 1 1 2 2 2, yeah, using modulus or some kind of math. I know that we can do something like this and then make, I don't know, it's just math, it's mathematics things. This will work for to retime the animation to make it a bit slower. I kind of like it like this. It's a opportunity for you who never use Blender to start animating. You can animate it this way. This is fun for kids as well, but they can use grease pencil, of course, and of course with grease pencil you can draw like this. And yeah, so hopefully you find this technique useful. If you like this video, you can give a like and you can leave comments and you can say anything, and you can subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much for your support.